On this edition of City Focus, we meet the new Director of Utilities. The police and fire departments host their Battle of the Badges blood drive. We're looking for volunteers for the Veterans Headstone cleanup. Chief Manahan talks about the unruly child law, and we celebrate Fire Prevention Week. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. This is the 14th episode of City Focus in 2022. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. Here are the most important topics that are happening in the city. The City of Valdosta has a new leader in the Utilities Department.
My name is Bradley Eyre. I have spent the last really close to 30 years in the engineering, civil engineering field, working as a field engineer, project engineer, several different engineering companies, inspected a number of wastewater treatment plant installations and upgrades, miles of water line and sewer line.
He understands that there is a big job in front of him. The work of the Utilities Department never ends, as the system always must be maintained.
You can imagine we've got a lot of assets that we have to keep up with, rehab, maintain. We're in the process of doing that. We have been. I'm excited about, I'm a Six Sigma guy, and so I'm always looking for continuous improvement, ways to do things better.
In addition to maintaining the system, the department has major projects coming up.
We have a number of big projects coming up. We have a new water plant. We have some expansions to some water and sewer extensions to serve some new areas. So those things are exciting, and we look to help the city grow properly and some long-term, short-term planning. Those things, we're excited about that.
We look forward to all the great things that Bradley brings to the Utilities Department.
Recently, we received feedback from local citizens about a law, and it's called the Unruly Child Law. Is this something new that the city has enacted?
No, it is not. It is a state law. It's actually covered under the official code of Georgia, Code 1511-2, Section 12, which discusses unruly children.
And what is the actual law?
The law is that you could be charged with being an unruly child if you are a child who is in need of supervision, treatment, or rehabilitation, and you are out wandering, loitering upon the highways, public-private areas, between the hours of 12 midnight and 5 a.m. in the morning.
And so with that time frame, what happens if, for instance, a police officer sees a child that falls into that category? That's
a very good question. If one of our officers sees somebody that they feel falls into being under the age of 17, they are able to get out with that individual and determine if and so they are under the age of 17. And if they are, what they'll do is end up detaining the child and calling for the parents to come meet with the officer. And then at that time, our officers will contact the Department of Juvenile Justice and ensure that Juvenile Justice has the child's name as well as the parents' information. And then it will go through the Department of Juvenile Justice.
So does that also apply to a child under the age of 17 who's driving between 12 midnight and 5 a.m.?
Well, when it comes to somebody that's driving their vehicles, you need to check your driver's license class. If you are an individual who has a Class D driver's license, you are not allowed to drive a vehicle anyway on any of the roadways, highways between 12 midnight and 5 in the morning. So I do highly suggest parents look at your children's driver's license just to make sure that they are not a Class D driver.
So why now? Why is the Valdosta Police Department putting this information out now?
Well, it's always good to go back and remind people of certain laws. And that, like I said, this law has been in effect for a long time. And the reason being is we want to make sure that when we are calling parents in the middle of the night and letting them know we are out with their children, that we do have the lawful right to be out with their children. And a lot of times it's for the safety of the children, and we're trying to just keep an eye on the different neighborhoods and communities to make sure that our community's safe.
Do you have any recommendations for parents?
Absolutely. If you know that your child does leave, notify us, call us, let us know, and let us go out and help find the child for you and get them returned. A lot of times when parents go to work or parents go to bed, their children will sneak out of the house and go out and get involved in activity. If they do feel like this is occurring, please notify the police department and let us get involved.
Okay. Chief Manahan, anything else you would like to add to this information for parents or the citizens in the city of Valdosta?
No, again, this is just a reminder to our citizens and our parents and guardians that if our officers do see somebody that we feel is under the age of 17, we do have the right to get out and stop that individual and talk with them.
Well, thank you so much for all that you do.
You're welcome.
Stop, drop, and roll.
The Valdosta Fire Department is celebrating Fire Prevention Week and Fire Prevention Month by teaching the youth about fire safety.
The theme for this year is Fire Won't Wait, Plan Your Escape. This year we are having fire station tours. We'll be having injury requests. We'll be going into the schools, talking about fire safety, also reading to the students this year.
Students from all around, even some surrounding counties, will tour fire stations. Firefighters will go to schools to do presentations and read to students.
This year is the 100th year, and we are so excited, ready to see the kids and let them know about fire escape plans, also allowing them to see and hear the different sounds of the smoke alarms and showing them how to get out of their homes.
The department believes that learning fire safety should start at an early age.
It's so important to start young because they'll be able to actually know what to do in case of an emergency, how to get out, and how to be safe. Because you never know when a fire may happen, when a fire may break out. And if you keep practicing, it'll be easy, it'll be common to you, and you'll know exactly what to do. Get out, stay out, and call 911.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department. Recently, the Valdosta Police and Fire Departments held their annual Battle of the Badges blood drive.
It was a great competition between the police department and the fire department. We do like to compete on a regular basis, as people see on social media. And we are competing today for donors to win a very large trophy. But more than anything, this is a win for our community to get people to come out and donate blood.
Both chiefs believe donating blood supports public safety in our area.
Support the public safety departments in donating blood and try to get the blood donations up for our local hospital. And people coming out supporting these public safety departments and a little friendly competition to help save lives.
Although it's a competition, the community is the real winner in the blood drive each year.
We see a lot of stuff in the community that a lot of people do not see. We see tragedy, we see times when people need blood donations, and a lot of people don't see that. And if it's really important for us, number one, to make sure that our community does come out and give.
We thank everyone that came out to give blood.
What is it, Julia? Why are you so excited, honey? Hey, do you want to use your talker? With Julia's autism, using a talker can help her find the words she wants to say.
My dog.
You want to do something with Rose, Julia?
Play ball.
Do you want to play catch with Rose? I think Rose is excited to play catch too. Oh, Julia, you show us so many different ways to talk together. Oh, and play. Good catch, Rose. Okay, give Julia the ball. There you go. Okay, throw the ball, Julia. Oh.
For Julia's family, early screening for autism made a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Okay, Julia, there you go. Whoa, another good throw. That's the way.
Do you have prediabetes? If you do, you're not alone. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, and more than 80% don't know they have it. Prediabetes is a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. But now, North Carolina residents with prediabetes can enroll in a free or low-cost national diabetes prevention program. You can make healthy changes with support from this proven program. Get started now at joinaprogram.org.
Welcome back to City Focus. Today we have the staff of Valdosta Main Street here to talk to us all about what's going on in the month of October in downtown Valdosta. You've been here before, but let's introduce yourselves again to our audience.
I'm Brandy Dame. I'm the Main Street Director.
I'm Allie Seeley. I'm the Main Street Coordinator.
Okay, we have lots of events coming up in October. We're busy we have something going on almost every week. Starting off with Makers Market. Allie, can you tell us a little bit about Makers Market in October?
So Makers Market, I've already gotten a lot of applications coming in, and we'll be going through the acceptance process here soon, and it's just an opportunity for small businesses, but not, sorry, I messed up.
No, keep going.
It's an opportunity for small crafts to be open to the public. The vendors can be able to get their businesses out there, and it's a great opportunity.
And for those people who don't know about Makers Market and what it is, it's all about people who actually make things.
Yeah.
And oftentimes these vendors are people who just sell their stuffs online.
Mm-hmm.
And
like an Etsy,
yeah.
but in downtown.
Yeah, and it's people get to actually see the stuff and put their hands on it, and I know the people that go there, they love it each and every month. Can you talk about, you see return people come each month?
We have one person, she is amazing. She's Kelsey's Bakeaway. She has a huge following, and she sells out within 30 minutes to an hour of us happening, and people know that she's coming to our Makers Market. They will line up before she is done setting up just to get her bread.
Yeah.
And we normally keep people in the same spots every time so that the returners can go, okay, I know where they're at, I'm gonna go see them.
I know what Kelsey's is
Oh
at.
yeah.
And I'm always like, those people who do like the fresh eggs
Yes.
and the meats and all of that stuff. And you have other things other than that too. Can you talk about some of the other things we'll see?
We have clay earrings. They're the new style. They're lightweight earrings but beautiful designs. We also have,
We have fresh flowers.
We do have fresh flowers.
Beautiful wreaths, and they're to the season. We always say, if you could do spring, summer, fall, stick to the seasons.
Yeah.
Baked goods,
Lots of baked
macaroons,
goods.
cookies.
Locally made honey. She sells out all the time.
Oh yeah, she does.
Soaps.
We have one company, they hand make their designs and hand screen print
Awesome.
their shirts.
That's awesome.
And that's the first that we've ever had for people to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because they actually they told me they spend about 13 hours making their shirts.
Wow. Well, and we're excited about Makers Market, but we have more stuff to talk about because
Absolutely.
October is full. After that, after Makers Market, then we're bringing back a downtown favorite, Taste of Downtown.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Taste of Downtown.
So Taste of Downtown has every single restaurant downtown, all 10, and they are going to supply an exclusive menu. We're going to get all the restaurants in a little meeting. We're going to talk about what they're going to have on the menus, and it's not going to be a repeat of any other dish. They're all going to be different, and you have a different course for each stop that you make. Tickets are $20.
Yep.
That $20 gets you a wristband. The wristband gets you access to the menu, and then you also get 2 free cocktails passes.
So $20, you get wristband, 2 cocktails, and then you need to wander around downtown and see what these restaurants have to offer for you.
Yes, and you will actually pay at the restaurant for the menu and everything. And we're adding a little something new. It's a passport, and you fill out and get it punched at every stop you take with every course that you have. So we have starters, entrees, desserts, and cocktails. Once you get those all punched, you come back to where you picked up your tickets, and you're automatically entered to win a contest.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would assume some downtown merchandise for
Yes.
the
Of course.
winners. Yeah.
Of course.
And we have that. Once again, we have a busy October.
And that's Thursday, October 13th.
Thursday,
What time?
October
5:30?
5:30 is pickup time for your tickets.
Okay.
Ticket pickup time's only from 5:30 to 7:30. We're going to be selling tickets on site as well.
Okay.
And then it's until the stores are no longer open. If they want to stay open later, then they stay open later.
Awesome. Awesome. And then we have, on the same night of our festival, we have
Yes, we do.
Witches Night Out. Tell us a little
Yes.
about Witches Night Out, Randy.
Well, we're excited about Witches Night Out. So like you had said, our festival, which is the city of Valdosta and with Main Street, it's going to be for the first time ever at the Unity Park Amphitheater. And your kids can come and get all kinds of candy and treats. There's going to be, each one of the city departments is going to be set up to give out. We're all going to be different. We're all going to have a different theme. So that's going to be real exciting. We're going to have food trucks for the first time.
Okay.
Then after that, the mamas and the girls can have a Witches Night Out, Girls Night Out.
Yeah.
And you just go to the shops. We're also going to have a punch card. You want to talk about that?
The punch card is you fill out where the locations are at.
Yeah.
And then we have top 3 place prizes. So you will drop them off at the store. And we'll do it live on our Facebook the next morning. And 3rd place gets $50 downtown dollars, 2nd place gets $100 downtown dollars, and 1st place gets downtown AirPods.
Wow. So those are big prizes for
Huge
Witches Night.
prizes.
So that's an incentive for all those ladies to go out, dress up for Witches Night Out, and go shop in downtown Valdosta.
Yeah.
Yes, and something special that we're adding is a professional photographer is coming out, probably going to set up in one of the alleys, and we're going to have like a little witches backdrop, some kind of Halloween backdrop,
Yeah.
and then she will get the pictures to you.
Yeah.
So that's something different. So we're excited about
Yeah,
that.
and everybody gets a professional photo of
Yes.
their dressed up in their witches costumes.
Yes.
That's cool. And this new event that you have coming in, tell me a little bit about Puptober. Am I saying that right?
Yes,
Puptober?
Puptober. So as you know from being in an office with us, we love rescue animals. And so we have teamed up again with USA Rescue Team, and they'll have open adoptions in downtown, and we're going to, it's called Puptober. It is Friday, October 28th from 5 to 8, and you bring your dogs, and we will also have a professional photographer set up that night, and we're going to have a Halloween parade.
Oh,
So that's going to be so cute. And we're going to start that behind in the Tomb Street parking lot. We're going to just prance all around downtown Valdosta. And you can dress up your dog. All breeds are accepted. You can take your dogs in shopping.
Yeah.
The businesses don't mind at all. So that's going to be really, really exciting.
That's-
Dogs have to be on the leash too.
The dogs have to be on the leash at all times, yes.
well, that sounds like a fun night for our pet owners here in
Yes.
Valdosta. Anything else that's going on in October that I'm missing? I think we covered everything for October.
I think
we
we
can
have.
we can always come back and talk a little bit about November and December later, which are always busy also.
We'd love to
Yes.
come back to
But-
talk about the November, December
But
events.
yeah, you guys always have a lot of going on. And I also want to remind people that are applications for a Christmas parade open yet?
Yes.
Yes. I want to remind people to get their applications in early for the Christmas parade. They're already, what's it, $50 for entry? $50? I'm sorry?
It's $53 total. 'cause
Okay,
there's
if you're
a-
paying with the card?
Yes.
Yes, okay. $50, $53 if you're paying with the card for the credit card transaction. Get your applications in early for the Christmas parade. A Hallmark Christmas is the thing this year, is that correct?
Like a Hallmark Christmas card.
A Hallmark Christmas card.
Holiday Christmas card.
Holiday. And so get your applications in, and we'll see you in downtown Valdosta.
What is it, Julia? Why are you so excited, honey? Hey, do you want to use your talker? With Julia's autism, using a talker can help her find the words she wants to say.
My dog.
You want to do something with Rose, Julia?
Play ball.
Do you want to play catch with Rose? Oh, I think Rose is excited to play catch too. Oh, Julia, you show us so many different ways to talk together. Oh, and play. Good catch, Rose. Okay, give Julia the ball. There you go. Okay, throw the ball, Julia. Oh.
For Julia's family, early screening for autism made a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Okay, Julia, there you go. Oh, another good throw. That's the way.
Do you have prediabetes? If you do, you're not alone. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, and more than 80% don't know they have it. Prediabetes is a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. But now, North Carolina residents with prediabetes can enroll in a free or low-cost national diabetes prevention program. You can make healthy changes with support from this proven program. Get started now at joinaprogram.org.
That's one thing that we ask, and that way we can get.
The Public Works Department hosted a group of students from Open Bible School to teach them about the city's recycling program.
We do this every year, and we like to reach out to the youth, kind of get everyone in the involvement of recycling to keep, our landfills from filling up, and the environmental aspect of it.
The department played games and skits to teach the students about the importance of recycling.
They came and we did a little examples of what recycle is and what the city of Valdosta recycles, and kind of did a little skit and had some models here for them to look at, and we did a little guessing game with them.
The students came in with some knowledge, but still learned more from city staff.
We were really knowledgeable, and then we had a lot of questions that were asked about, can this be recycled? How long does this take? Where can we take this? And, just the process. So, and at the end of it, we gave them all some recyclable little goodies.
For more information, contact the Public Works Department. Recently, the City of Valdosta City Manager, Mark Barber, took time out of his day to visit and read to students at Bright Star Preschool Learning Center. Barber talked to the students about the importance of reading and how reading is a skill that they will always use. Then he read a book that each child enjoyed as they began to make comments as the book was being read. Reading to children is something that Barber enjoys and hopes to do more throughout the school year. Recently, the City of Valdosta's Human Resources Department held a job fair in the City Hall Annex's multi-purpose room. There were representatives from utilities, engineering, and public works. Departments held on-site interviews with potential employees. The city hopes to hold this job fair again in the future, trying to ensure that there are enough quality employees to serve the citizens of Valdosta.
Every day that I come in, I know that the people that I work with are willing to do exactly for me what I would do for them. Other occupations, they have co-workers, we have partners, and that's for a reason.
Throughout my career, I've seen this department grow immensely over the years through training, personnel, equipment, and the volume of our calls. Our department now responds to more than 73,000 calls for service each year. Our department offers so many different paths for an officer to take as they navigate through their career at the Valdosta Police Department. We equip our officers with the best training, the best gear, and all the support they need to be successful.
I chose this department because my husband will be retiring here from the military, and so it just gave me an opportunity to start my career, and pay rate is higher than other departments. Benefits, the equipment that they provide, duty belt, vehicles, training throughout the year, it's great.
The reason I chose Valdosta Police Department is I was already in the area from working with the Air Force at Moody Air Force Base. After my enlistment was up, I got in contact with our IA lieutenant. She dropped the bug in my ear, said she'd think I'd be a good cop. And it just stuck with me. So I came and applied. They said they'd be happy to have me. I said I'd be happy to work for you.
Valdosta dispatch to 7139 and all available units. We have an active shooter situation at 206 39th Avenue. Have a barricaded subject with possible hostages.
As an accredited law enforcement agency, the Valdosta Police Department is always operating at the highest level of national law enforcement standards. We are always advancing and improving our capabilities.
One of the things that took me by surprise was the training I received at the Academy on mental health people. It's something that we don't think about, but we encounter on a daily. And I feel like the training we received really prepared me. The best part about working as a police officer would be making an impact in people's lives. Helping victims get out of situations, providing them with resources available to them.
A lot of people say they have families in the workplace. A lot of people try to posture themselves as a family. But to me, a family is doing whatever's necessary, whatever cause, for whomever, that you call that family member. Being an officer is the closest thing to having an outside family as I can find. There's a moment that typically happens that lets me know I've done my job well, and that's when I arrest somebody, put them in the back of my police car, and then on the way to the jail, they thank me. They know that they've done wrong, and they respect the job that you've done. That typically is what makes me proud.
At the Valdosta Police Department, we will put our officers up against any in the country. We have great community involvement. Our officers are in the community every day, building great relationships, great partnerships to work together to keep this community safe.
We take community policing to the next level. Our officers are constantly out in the community, whether it be crime prevention efforts, community events, or neighborhood walks aimed at meeting the residents of Valdosta.
There are many opportunities within the department to move around, meaning you do not have to stay as a patrolman. You can always move up.
There's so much experience that you'll get in your first few years here that will set you up for the other departments that we have in the PD, be it K-9 detective, narcotics detective, our power squad unit. That foundation is going to be built so early on because we have amazing supervisors from top to bottom. We make it our business to mold good cops because that's who's going to be watching our backs.
As we continue to see growth in our community and our region, the Valdosta Police Department continues to prepare and evolve into a regional response law enforcement agency.
We're so fortunate to live in a community that respects and takes pride in the work of our officers each day. We're proud to serve in the Valdosta community.
I'm so proud of the work that our officers do each and every day to put the Valdosta Police Department on the map. This department is truly second to none.
Recently, the Valdosta Police and Fire Departments held their first neighborhood walk of the year in the University and Knox Drive area.
It's really great that we get out in the community, talk to people while they're at their houses. That's the opportunity they have where they're comfortable and they might want to talk to us more.
The area has had an increase of calls, and both departments want to help the residents that live there.
We have seen an increase in crime in this area that we're walking today, so the main thing we're trying to do is get out, get some of our flyers out that have our crime tip line, and where you can remain anonymous and call our number, and we're hoping citizens will take advantage of that.
The goal of the walk is to talk to citizens face to face.
Well, the biggest thing is we are really big at being a part of our community and being out in the public. And again, we have not done this in a while. So what a better way to start than to go into an area where we've received a lot of complaints.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police or Fire Department. The Valdosta Police Department is looking for the community's help with its Shop with a Cop program.
We will take small donations, large donations. I love this story. Last year I had an elderly gentleman drive all the way from Nashville, Georgia, and he brought me $5, and he said, I know this isn't much, but it's all I can afford.
They will accept any donation, no matter how large or small. Everything that is collected will go to help the children in our community.
It's not a Valdosta Police Department program, it is a community program. I always invite anybody that donates to come out. I'll let them know what night we're doing it and what time, and I tell them this is one of the charities that you can give to, and you get to directly see what the charity does. You get to see the smiles on the kids' faces, the officers, the person that donates gets to get a good feeling from it. And there's no losers in this program, and all the money goes directly for the children. For the past 2 years, we've had a gentleman that has collected change, and he brings it in a box. And he does this every single year. For the past 2 years he has. And to me, that means a lot.
This event each year is one of the favorites by the members of the department.
You can contact me with email. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. I'm in and out of the office so much. My email is rhancock@valdostacity.com. You can call here to the police department, and you can have the desk clerks contact me. I'll come out to your house if you need me to do that, if you can't make it to the police department. We usually accept checks or cash, either or, and the checks can be made out to the VPD Shop with a Cop program.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department. This week, over 60 students from Lowndes High School visited the Mud Creek Wastewater Treatment Plant and the water plant on Guest Road. The 10th through 12th grade AP Environmental students were learning firsthand on how the city provides citizens water and how the wastewater is treated before going back into the environment. At the water treatment plant, the students were divided into groups to learn the process of testing and getting water to citizens. We thank the students of Lowndes High School for visiting the city of Valdosta. The city of Valdosta gives back during the holiday season, and we need your help in doing so. The Valdosta Police Department and Fire Department will host their Shop with a Cop and Firefighters programs. We're asking for the community to help make those programs a success. Contact the police and fire departments to see how you can help. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also join Nextdoor for city updates. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.